Howdy, this is Jake with Green Pro Septic. Here on a very exciting job. We're going to be exploring a little bit more. We're going to go from residential, which you're used to following us all, and we're going to put on our hard hats and we're going to go commercial. We're going to install state-of-the-art new technology, first time ever in Mississippi, Sludge Hammer advanced unit inside of a commercial package treatment plant. Join us up above. This is a 20,000 gallon per day commercial package treatment plant. The problem with package treatment plants in the industry today is that all of this equipment, think of it as hardware. Think of it as the old computers that used to take up entire buildings to just add and subtract. No software is involved here. We're using only what's being put into the system, which is coming from your household waste, and adding oxygen from blowers from the air in the atmosphere and what microbes and bacteria might be existing in that air that we're blowing in. What we're here to do today is to upgrade this system's software, which it has very little of right now. Think of it as going from that big computer to the very cell phone that this entire video is being shot on. It fits in the size of your pocket. It can do so much more in such a little amount of space, and that's where we're going to bring Sludge Hammer technology into this. This is where the Sludge Hammer ABG comes in. It's not an ATU, it's an advanced aerobic bacteria generator. The Sludge Hammer is bringing software to this unit in an amazing way. We're going to introduce air with a lot smaller air pumps than the bigger commercial air pumps in through the system and down to the bottom. This unit is going to sit at the very bottom of this chamber, and it's going to draw water into it as the air rises through this column. Inside of this unit is tons of attached growth membrane where this bacteria can ride. And where that air is being blown at the very, very bottom is Sludge Hammer's proprietary Sludge Hammer bacteria blend. This blend is going to literally annihilate the sludge through the system and give us amazing numbers as this bacteria works and grows and attaches to everything inside of this system. And literally, this is 20,000 gallons of water. This will handle 37,000 gallons of water per day. We're going to flush the entire contents of this commercial unit through this unit twice a day, adding oxygen the entire time, 24/7. We're excited to see the results. Stand by, we'll show you what this installation looks like here in just a second. And here we are, we have that Sludge Hammer S86 installed in the system. So I just want to show you what's going on here. This amount of water action, this amount of bubbles, it's real hard to hear right now because the wind's blowing, there's cars coming by, but these bubbles are actually just fizzing like you just opened up a can of soda. It's absolutely getting so much oxygen into this water. But it's all being powered from that small 1.3 amp, 120 volt air pump, almost pulling no power to get this much. Look at this mixing ratio. Look at the color of this as we come all the way down this tank. And just now, this thing's only been running for just a little while. It's literally going to mix this whole tank over the course of a day, almost twice. All of this is going to get mixed up. You can tell the difference in the color, and instead of having only aerobic bacteria in this system, which starts to die as soon as these big blowers here are turned off, this bacteria is actually going to transition. If oxygen were to be shut off, would transition over into fermentation and still continue to break stuff down. It can actually create its own oxygen from breaking this stuff down if it loses oxygen, but it's not losing oxygen. It's getting a constant supply of air, and that bacteria is absolutely going to inoculate it. These robust bacteria here are just going to completely take over this system, and we are excited to see this Sludge Hammer going and get some good test results that we'll be posting later. From 2 weeks ago, we took samples from this system, and we're going to be taking them in 2 more weeks and show you what the difference looks like.